welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you for joining me today. If you're new, welcome. If you're already an existing subscriber, welcome back. I'm back. So I've really missed my YouTube. I've been missing for what feels like forever, but I think it's probably about 2.5 weeks or something like that. So it's really nice to be back. I think quite a few of you might already know where I've been. I've been renovating my kitchen, just doing a little renovation. Actually, not a little renovation, a big renovation. And it's been an absolute nightmare. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. From start to finish, it's taken much longer than I anticipated. It's been much more stressful than I anticipated. It's made much more mess than I anticipated, and we've gone way over budget. So all in all, it's worked out well in the end, and I can see light at the end of the tunnel now. But like I say, I'm just not going to sugarcoat it. It has been a nightmare. We've literally lived upstairs for the last few weeks, and we've literally had breakfast, lunch, dinner in the bedroom. The sitting room has been like, you couldn't even sit in here. It's just been covered in boxes and things like that, which you'll see soon. So I did document the renovation from start to finish. Well, I'm not finished yet. I think I've got probably about a week to go. I need to do a little bit of decorating and put some shelves up, put some handles on the doors. So we've got a way to go, but all the units are in place and it's usable, so I can actually cook in there again where I wasn't able to cook or anything like that. So I'm going to show you like step by step. Although some of the videos that you're going to see, I've done every few days. I've done like a minute video or something like that, and some of them were true at the time, but then like things ran over. For example, in one of the videos I said I'll be scraping the walls for another few hours, and it actually took 3 days in total. It was a nightmare. At one point we thought we were going to have the driveway dug up. We got the guy out to fit the hob, and when he came, he done like gas check in the house, and apparently there wasn't enough gas supply coming into the house, which meant if we had the heating on at the same time as the hob, one of them would be like choked. So he rang out the gas company and he said if the problem is in the house and it's like around the meter area, then it would be quite easily fixed. But if it's outside and it's under the drive, when the drive had been laid and one of the like gas pipes had been sort of pinched up, whatever, he said the drive would have to come up, which obviously scared the blooming crap out of her. We were really worried about that. Anyway, it turned out well in the end, but we did have a really stressful day. That day we had to have the gas company out twice, as well as the gas guy that was here. He ran over because of the gas company having to go out, so he ended up charging with double. So all in all, it hasn't been a great experience, but I am happy with the results, which I will show you like in maybe a week's time or something, but I'll show you the process now. Like I say, I feel like I've really missed you guys. I've missed interacting with all of my subscribers and my YouTube friends, so I'm so happy to be back. I feel like I've missed out on a whole season. Like autumn, I was really excited for autumn and thinking that I was going to, as you've seen, I made some pumpkins and I bought quite a lot of like autumnal home decor, which to be quite honest, I just haven't got the will to put it out anymore. I've put a couple of little bits out last night. So we got back in the living room last night and the dust was like thick. It was awful. Luckily my carpet and sofa and things like that have survived. I had them covered, well, some of them covered, but yeah, it took absolutely ages to clean this room. And then I just put a few of my autumn things out. I put this fur rug out, which is like a taupey colour, which I'm not 100% sure about. Let us know what you think. And I put this taupe throw over the arm of the chair, put a couple of pumpkins out, and I'll just show you what else I put out. So I just put some taupe pampas grass in this little pot, in this vase, and I just sprayed that white because I didn't want to see the stems of that. So it was clear glass, and I just thought I would spray it. So I've just put some taupe with some cream in there. And then on the windowsill, I've also put some pampas grass in with the cream I already had. And I've just put a couple of bits of the taupe in there. And my Louis chair, I've just put my fall market cushion on there. So it does, I have got a little bit of autumn going on in the room. I just put some pine cones with some little lights down there. But yeah, so I've got a few things going on. Give you a little sneak peek of the kitchen. Can you see it in there? The units aren't blue, by the way. That is just the PVC covering to go on the doors. We're not going to take it off until we're finished painting. Even Peaches looks fed up, doesn't she? Bless her. Peaches. Hiya, baby. So yeah, so I'm going to get straight into the video, and I'm going to show you what I've been doing for the last few weeks, and then I'll come back to you. So today it's goodbye to my old kitchen. We're going to start dismantling the doors. It has served us well for the last 20 years. So it is an old kitchen now, but I can't wait to see the back of it. So we're going to start. We've already, as you can see, it's quite messy. Don't mind all my dirty washing on the floor. I'm just going to make use of my washer before everything's kind of disconnected. So Michael's going to start by taking all the doors off, and we're going to take those down to the tip. And then tomorrow it's going to be the guys come and actually remove the whole kitchen and take the units out, take the tiles off, take the wooden panelling off and things like that. So yeah, I'm just going to do a little progress report each day. Day 3 now, and we got all of the kitchen out yesterday, and now we've got the guy here just taking out all the units, and we'll get those to the tip. Good morning, guys. So today is day 5. Unfortunately, I forgot to vlog day 4. We got all the units out on day 3 though, and yesterday we just started stripping the walls, and it was an absolute nightmare. As you can see, there's been multiple colours put on here, and I know ourselves, we had put like paper on top of paper, and then we had painted it, and it was just a nightmare. We started stripping it, and we're getting like bits off about the size of 50, this size bits off, and it was just taking forever. So then I borrowed this wallpaper stripper off my brother, and we got a little bit more done, but there's still kind of a long way to go, as you can see. So I'll give you just an overview of the entire room now. It's Michael just waiting for the wallpaper stripper to heat up. So today we're hoping to get the whole lot stripped, and the floor, that's what Michael done yesterday. We lifted some of the floor because some of the floor was sort of quite spongy here. So I had to lift that up, and Michael repaired it. Some of the joist had rotted away a bit, so he's fixed that. So today we're going to get the rest of the flooring up and get the entire room stripped, hopefully. So all this has got to come off. So I'm thinking maybe, I don't know, maybe about 3 or 4 hours work to do the rest of what we need to do in here. So this is kind of what we're working with at the moment. We've just got the unit where the sink is, but the plumber's not coming till Monday, and it's currently Thursday. We're getting this radiator from here moved to this corner, and we're having like a upstanding radiator put there. That shelving over there, Michael's going to box that in, whether he's going to do it today or maybe, I don't know. He's only off work today, and then he's back at work, so maybe he might have to do that on Sunday. So that's what the plans are for day 5. Day 6, and I'm beginning to wonder why I ever started this job. Yesterday it took 3 of us all day, and we still haven't finished stripping. I'm now in this corner over here, and I've been doing that for 2 hours, and that's how much I've got off this morning. Yeah, it's just taken way longer than I thought, and this is the current state that I'm living with at the moment. So where do you start? This is my craft table, so there's clearly going to be no craft for the next 2 weeks. But yeah, this is my dining room with all the kitchen stuff. Oh, it's just a nightmare. But you know, hopefully it will be worth it in the end. It's day 10 today, and I didn't vlog for the last couple of days because we've just been kind of stripping the walls. Today we've got the guy taking out the radiator and going to move it to over there. Good morning guys, it's day 13 now and it's 8 o'clock in the morning, and I haven't vlogged for the last couple of days because kind of very little's happened visually, although there is a lot of work going on that's not really been seen. For example, this column up here, we had a column running down there, and as you can see the hole in the ceiling, Michael's taken the front of that away just to open up the room a little bit, so that all needs boarding up. We've also taken out the shelves that were over there. That's going to be boarded up. We've had the plumber in. He was here for a full day and he dropped all the pipes that ran along this back wall from the existing radiator. So they've all been dropped under the floor, and the radiator was there where them boards are, but now the radiator's going to be over in this corner where the spirit level is. We've also had the electrician in yesterday, and she's channeled all the walls and put new points where they're going to go. She also done ceiling, and she's put spaces for the spotlights, so she's put holes in the ceiling all over. Ceiling's going to be reboarded today, and then the electricians come back maybe next week or the week after to put the spotlights in place. We've also just kind of cleaned up the floor, taken up all of the underlay and everything like that. Guys, we're currently on day 17 and this is what it's looking like. We've just had the plaster in for 2.5 days and the plaster's drying nicely, so the whole room's been skimmed. We've had this column that you would have seen open in my last video, that's all been closed off and plastered. We've also had the shelving taken out from over here, and that's been plastered up as well. It is drying, but the whole room feels so damp. Yesterday we spent the day just like cleaning the floor. There was like plaster everywhere. I've got washing lying around everywhere to try and dry it as well. This is the current state of the dining room. There's just like a little pathway to the back door so Peaches can get out, but we've got the plumber coming back today, and he is going to drill a hole from the dining room through there. Oh, excuse my stuff hanging on the door handle. So he's going to drill a hole through there and it'll come out under the floorboards in the kitchen, which will give where the pipes for the radiator to go on this wall. This is the state of the sitting room. My sofas, I've tried to cover them the best I can, and my carpets. I just don't know if the carpets are going to survive, really. This is the new kitchen, all these boxes here. I think this is like about 100 boxes or something. Worktops there. We've got the washer, the freezer over there. Yay, we're on day 18 and we've got something that resembles a kitchen. The guys have been here since 8 o'clock this morning and they've done really well actually. They've gotten the majority of the kitchen in, well, the units built up and things like that. They're going to be here for another day and a half, obviously putting doors on and putting the worktops on, putting the sink in and things like that. So we've got a larder unit on this side, so we've got loads of storage space now, and we've got a larder on this side of the kitchen as well. So I'm just chuffed a bit. It's sort of, I can see the light at the end of the tunnel now that I've seen a couple of units in. Peaches has found somewhere to park her little bum in the basket. She always finds somewhere soft to sit. But yeah, I can sort of see an end. We've still got the heaters going to dry out the plaster. It is drying quite nicely. I don't know if I showed you yesterday that the spotlights have gone in and things like that. So I can definitely see some sort of progress, which is fab. So that's day 18. Day 19, and this is still at the state of my lounge. A lot of the boxes have gone now, which is looking very promising. The kitchen fitters have just left at 6 o'clock, but we do have a kitchen. Worktops have been put on today. Unfortunately, B&Q sent the wrong door for the washer, so we're going to have to get that replaced. They've put the cooker hood in place and the oven and things like that. On this side, I've got a big larder cupboard. They've still all got, obviously, the protective films on because we've got to decorate and everything, and get the flooring fitted, so I just don't want them sort of getting knocked about. But I am actually thrilled. For all I haven't even... bugger. For all I haven't got any running water, or my washer's not working or anything yet. But absolutely love the tap. I think that's just really nice. Love the sink. But yeah, so I'm thrilled. We've got a kitchen. Hi guys, it's day 23 and the house is still pretty much looking like a building site. Although we did have a little bit of a breakthrough yesterday and we had the plumber here and he fitted the tap with some, so we've got water now, we've got running water. The tap was in place but there was no water turned on. So he had to come and do that. We've also got the guy coming today to put the hob in over here and we're getting the floor laid. I've got to go to B&Q and order a new door because I sent the wrong size for the washer. I've painted this area here so I could get the new freezer put in place. Although we have kind of chipped it as we put it in, and I painted it too soon and the plaster was still wet so it bubbled. So basically I've got to redo that, just sort of touch it up in different places. I also started on the ceiling, but I've got a really bad shoulder. I've got a problem with my rotator cuff on my shoulder, so I had to stop doing that because it was just hurting us too much. But yeah, so day 23, it's still, like I say, still pretty long way to go yet. It would be fab if I get the hob in today because that means I could possibly cook tonight. Although that is highly unlikely because it's still very dusty in here. And I suppose if the guy's fitting the floor today, that's going to make it even worse. But yeah, so that's day 23. So as you can see, it's been pretty grim for the last couple of weeks, but there is light at the end of the tunnel now. So I'm really excited to start my winter content now since I've missed out on autumn. I think I'm going to be starting that at the beginning of November, but I am obviously going to be doing regular uploads now that the house is a little bit more habitable. Although my craft room's still like a tip. But I'm working my way through that and hopefully within the next couple of days I'll be back in there and I'll be able to get back at my table and back at my craft machine and get a few little DIYs coming your way. Anyway, that brings me to the end of my video. I really do hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like and subscribe. I will be back with my kitchen reveal thing. Although that sounds really pretentious, I don't mean reveal. I mean, I will show you my kitchen in a week's time. So, like I say, if you've enjoyed my video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like and subscribe if you already haven't done so. And if you would like to follow me on Instagram, it's rightsathome30. And hopefully I'll see you in my next video.